I know so many of y'all out there buy them magazines that you get at Food City, where you get to read about how the celebrities live and what they do on their holidays. Well, honey, here's an opportunity for yins to see how a celebrity lives on a holiday. I know a lot of yins think, wonder what that Lae'Visia Rivers does on holidays. I wonder how it's spending its Labor Day. I wonder if it's like on a fancy island somewhere like in Turks and Caicos or in Myrtle Beach, honey, on the Redneck Riviera. No, I ain't doing that. I wonder if that's at some fancy restaurant, honey, at Ruth Chris's having a big old steak, or over at Bonanza in Lebanon, honey, eating a buffet. No, ain't doing that neither. I wonder if it's shopping Fifth Avenue, honey, at the Bottega and Veneta in New York City, honey, just buying it something fancy and nice. Or if it's at the last two remaining stores in the Claypool Hill Mall in Richlands. No, I ain't doing either one of them things, honey. I'm right here at the Nita Stanley Estate, right here in the beautiful Grundy, Virginia, doing something that I have to do twice a year, honey. Paying homage to my clothes. I call it God's work. Twice a year, honey, listen, between me and Anita, there ain't much else you can get in this house but clothes and shoes. And you got to move things around twice a year. You got to put your fall one place, you got to put your spring another place, and you got to swing things around so that you can get around and find things. I know some of you understand that problem, okay? And one day when we're rich and have an 87-bedroom house, we'll have 84 of them bedrooms full of clothes. But I digress. So we move things around. And I always try to pick sometime around the beginning and the end of wearing white to make my moves. A lot of you know that I follow the rule and am very, very faithful to my rule about not wearing white before Easter or after Labor Day. And I want to explain to you and talk about this rule, and I hope that most of you adhere to this rule. And I know I read a lot about it, and people say, oh, I don't follow that, honey, and I'm just going to continue to wear my white and do what I want to do and do what I need to do. Honey, go ahead and be rebels. Do whatever you need to do. But, honey, I'm going to follow the rules, honey. Coco Chanel followed the rule. Emily Post followed the rule. And, honey, Lae'Visia Rivers is going to follow the rule. And, honey, Anita Stanley followed the rule. And, listen, if she follows the rule, she looks good every day. And if she looks this good, yuns better follow the rule, okay? So I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm not saying that you just look bad. You don't look like that poor girl that rolls up in and out of the Walmart, honey, and Ren and Stimpy pajama pants every day. But yuns is getting close if you're wearing white after Labor Day. But you know where the rule come from. Okay, let me just give you a little behind-the-scenes story. First of all, Emily Post said this about it. You should dress in summer costume from Memorial Day to Labor Day. After Labor Day, put your town clothes back on and go on back about your business, okay? So that's right. That don't mean tomorrow, youngins, that you need to be rolling it back up into work and trying to wear a big fur collar and a cashmere sweater and trying to sweat yourself to death, okay? Use your common sense and your rules. Just don't be wearing all your Easter egg colors, honey. Your madras cloth, your seersucker, your white shoes, honey, your white suede shoes, things like that, white belts, white below the waist for men, and white pants that are not of creped wool for women. You just need to go ahead and put them things away. It's over and done, okay? Put them away. You'll have them for next year. They'll be pretty, all right? It's fine. And these rules do adhere to men, okay? Listen, I know you like to wear white pants on a golf course. Here's the rule for that, okay? If it's a tropical place that you are at, go ahead and wear your white, wear your linen. It's nice. But listen, we ain't in a tropical place. Most of my people that I know, and they're my friends, we live where it's 4 seasons. So tomorrow's September. When we start throwing the football, start putting your white things away. Remember that. This is how the whole white before and after got started. Right after the Civil War, and when I mean Civil War, youngins, I'm talking about the real Civil War. I'm not talking about when your team played Grundy, Abingdon, Richlands, or Hurley in the football game and all hell broke loose in your town. Not that Civil War. I'm talking about the real Civil War, honey, like when the North and the South fought. There was a lot of people after Civil War that made a lot of money, got rich, bougie rich. And the people who was already rich before the Civil War, what we call the old money, or the women that were called stick-in-the-muds, or what we call them now, stick-in-the-muds, they was like, what's all this new money running around? They are just new money trash, nouveau riche. They didn't like them. And so they started making up all these fashion rules. And they'd say, oh, if we dress like this a certain way, then, and we don't tell them about it, then you'll be able to tell the new money from the old money. And youngins, that kind of stuff's gone on all this time. But them women made up the rule that they'll all wear an imperial white, and they'll only wear it in the summer season. And they did. And honey, it stuck a long time. Well, Emily Post talks about how in the teens and the 20s, people elaborated on that, okay? And nowadays, some people do and some people don't. I still do. And y'all should too. But listen, y'all do what you need to do, and I'm going to do what I need to do. I'll look good. And listen, a lot of you send me little messages and say, hey, can I wear this? Can I wear that? Does this match this? Do you reckon my young'un could wear this and be in a beauty pageant? And 9 times out of 10, when I tell you right. and they win. So take my advice. Look good and be good at it, all right? I wouldn't tell you wrong, and I wouldn't steer you wrong. So put that white stuff away. I know you don't have to do it today and be a crazy person like me, honey, and try to get your clothes organized this early in September and get your cashmere sweaters lined up and know how you're going to wear them in October, November, December, and January. It's fine. You don't have to be crazy as me. But I love my clothes. You should love yours too. Because, youngins, if you're 2 steps away from looking like that poor girl at the Walmart that don't wear no bra that's got her boobs under her armpits, we got a lot more problems to deal with than just what you're wearing below the belt, all right? It's Lae'Visia Rivers, honey. You can eat a cheeseburger for me because I'm a dieting. Because I seen some paints in the back of my closet that God knows I need to wear to a Christmas party. I better get some invites to wear them. Talk to you soon. Have a good week.